fudgy keto brownies, jam-packed with healthy fats, and perfect for the holiday season. As always, we'll be using our favorite handy-dandy InstantPot, and we will also be using the Baby Bliss silicone holders. We use these for our egg bites earlier this month, but we want to show you that it's a versatile product and it works really well for a lot of different InstantPot recipes.
So what you'll need for your keto fudgy brownies are 3 eggs, half a tablespoon of grass-fed butter, half a tablespoon of cream cheese, 1/4 cup of raw cocoa powder, 1/2 cup of erythritol, 2 tablespoons of coconut flour, 1/4 cup of Lily's stevia sweetened dark chocolate chips. These are my favorite. 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil and a dash of organic vanilla.
First thing you're going to do is take your 3 eggs and go ahead and add your 1/2 cup of erythritol and a dash of vanilla. We've linked to both the vanilla and the erythritol brands that we like using below. So what you're going to do is just begin by whipping all 3 ingredients together, and you're going to whip this for between 4 to 6 minutes. It's going to be a little while, but you want to make sure that it gets nice and thick and that everything blends really well. Alright, so we have our eggs mixed with the erythritol, nice and creamy, a nice thick mixture. So I'm going to go ahead and set that aside for now. Now we're going to add our 1/4 cup of Lily's brand stevia sweetened dark chocolate chips to our 1/2 tablespoon of grass-fed butter. And we're going to go ahead and melt this together for about 2 minutes total. Make sure you stop in between maybe 2 to 3 times just to mix it to make sure the chocolate chips don't burn. Alright, so after you have melted your butter and your chocolate chips together, go ahead and take your your tablespoon of cream cheese and add it to the mixture, and we're going to put it back into the microwave for about 30 seconds. So just go ahead and mix in that cream cheese into your chocolate mixture. It smells so good. 1/4 cup of cocoa powder and your 2 tablespoons of coconut flour, and just mix them together in a bowl. Now what we're going to do is take our melted butter, cream cheese, and chocolate chips, and go ahead and slowly start adding it to the egg mixture. You need to make sure you do it slowly because, again, it's hot. We don't want to start cooking our eggs. So I usually just kind of spoon it in by the spoonful. I'm actually also going to add 1 tablespoon of olive oil. So the olive oil adds a little more fat and keeps the brownies super fudgy, super moist. You can also add a drop of MCT oil. We'll add that towards the end. You're going to want to go ahead and turn the mixer down to a lower level and just slowly fold in the dry ingredients. It takes a little bit longer for these dry ingredients to mix. The cocoa doesn't dissolve super quickly, so just make sure you go slow or you're going to end up with a huge cloud of cocoa powder all over your kitchen and your face. So you want to keep blending until you start seeing this nice ripple effect on the top. It smells so good and fudgy. I cannot wait to try them. If you like your brownies super fudgy, you can also add about 1/2 tablespoon or just a dollop of sour cream, full fat, or homemade coconut milk yogurt. We're actually going to be sharing this recipe super soon. It's so easy, so good. So be sure to subscribe so that you see when it comes out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add a nice dollop of our homemade full fat coconut yogurt to this. We also like our brownies to have a little, I don't know, a little salty taste to them, so I'm just going to go ahead and also add a pinch of pink Himalayan sea salt. Also, when you're on keto, it's great to make sure that you're getting trace minerals in your diet, so another way to sneak it in. So for the final touches, we'll just go ahead and mix in that coconut milk yogurt. If you want to go ahead and get some extra fat added to your brownies, you can add a dollop or a little drop of MCT oil. So now you have this nice chocolatey mixture. What we're going to do is take our favorite, the Baby Bliss silicone We call it our egg bite holder, but really you can use it for any baking. It is perfect for these brownie bites. Add a couple dollops of the brownie. You want to fill it about halfway to the top for each little bite. All right, adding our final little guy. It up with a little bit, not enough in this guy, so I'm just gonna scrape some off the top of all of them. You do really wanna make sure that they're all about the same amount filled, or else they're gonna not bake evenly in the Instant Pot. Something else you can do, I like to do this sometimes to ours, just add a couple of these Lily's dark chocolate stevia sweetened chocolate chips. Even if you're not in keto, these are a great alternative to a sugar-free option of chocolate chip, and they don't have that weird stevia aftertaste. Even before I was doing keto, I would use this Lily's brand with a lot of my baking, and they're really good, and it's high quality chocolate, so I definitely recommend using it. I just kind of drop a couple of these little guys on top. I usually don't do them on all of them, but you know, it's nice to add a couple on the top. All right, so we have our brownies ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and fit a nice size of foil around it. Don't have to make it super tight, but kind of enough just so that a ton of moisture doesn't get into it when you put it in the Instant Pot. Now we're all set. So next, you're gonna come on over to your Instant Pot, add 1 cup of water. You do not need to use your little trivet when you cook these, but I like to do it just for easier lifting out. I'm gonna go ahead and push our little silicone guy on down there. Kind of fit him in there and rest him on the trivet. Go ahead and close our guy, set it to sealing. And then all we're gonna do is set it on manual for 8 minutes. If you like them a little more cooked, a little more of a cakey, still fudgy, but a little more cooked, then you can set it to 9, but we really like ours to be fudgy, so we set it at 8. Then you just walk away and let it go. All right, so we hit 0. We're gonna go ahead and just do a quick release. Put on my UV gloves. Great for getting stuff out of the Instant Pot. There they are. As you can see, the ones that were pretty full on top kind of came around the edges, but overall, they're nice and about the same size. So I'm gonna let them cool for just a couple minutes before we pop them out of the Baby Bliss. All right, so there we go. Some of them kind of tipped upside down. We're just gonna leave them. Again, I'm gonna let them cool for a couple of minutes and then we can flip them right side up and enjoy.